Alrighty, guys, and we are here for stage two of Paris-Nice. Obviously, good little chaotic stage today, and hopefully we can make the most of this zone exposed to wind. The wind is kicking. We are going to send it and see what happens. Protecting Dainese for a sprint, or maybe even, I have completely blanked, Matteo Trentin. Um, so Trentin or Danese, we can get both of them through with a gap or at least a reduced peloton. That will be the ideal. I'll get it through this first bit of the break formation, and then we'll probably just cut back for the zone exposed to wind. So yeah, see you all soon. With that taking over the top, I did not realize, but Michael Storer has gone into the provisional lead of the King of the Mountains competition overnight. So tomorrow we will have Michael Storer in a leader's jersey. Um, Not sure how much we're going to look to defend it kind of crazily, but absolutely happy to have it. And here we go. We're about to start the zone exposed to wind. I am going to look to create gaps and some severe ones at that. Bernard takes it up on the front as we are going to do the same. We're going to look to drill the pace. Gwanese is going to look to stay, as is Trentine, and Shore is going to be a little bit protected as just our mountains guy. Um, so he's just going to be in charge of keeping Danese safe, who's done the right thing in getting to the left-hand side of the road and then not gotten out of the wind. Um, this breakaway is going to get caught very quick with this zone exposed to wind. I'm not sure if anyone's caught far enough back to really get caught out by this, but let's split the group and see what we can do. Once we split the group, we can resplit it and resplit it until it kind of goes a bit crazy if we can catch teammates out. Um, might even tell these guys to go even harder. I really want to cause a split if I can get this right. And Danese is going to have to ride at some serious pace. And here, where we take the turn, is where I hope we can get some distance between the group. Might have to just sit with it like this, because when we take turns and the wind isn't blowing sideways, I don't really want to be sat on the front of the peloton. We're going to pop our energy gel because I think we're going to be drilling a case like this for a while. We're getting close to forming splits. Eduardo Affini far back. Hyman Arensman really far back. We are mainly causing splits for the pure purpose of splitting the group so that the sprint trains at the end, they're smaller, they're weaker. Anyone we can get out that is a sprinter is going to be our big wins. As we get close to some splits, and there is a split. Eduardo Affini caught behind. Vlasov, no real sprinters to speak of. Sam Watson maybe. Um, hope, I was hoping we got Josh Tarling's back here, Leknerson. I was hoping then that we got an completely gassed. Um, yeah, we have caused a split, although it does appear that all of the sprinters are still in this group up front. Some are really far towards the back though. What way is the wind going? The wind is back going crosswind. See if we can resplit this group again, make them suffer. Once we have this gap, I am not interested at all. As we put everyone but Danese up on the front to assist proceedings. They're going to slowly move up. Malier in a very good spot. Albanese and Steinhauser nearly dropping off the back. Once we get a significant number of these sprinters off, which we are close to doing, then I might consider lowering the pace and just getting into an even tempo that I can keep for the rest of the stage. As these two need to sit up, as does Alaphilippe, as does Hala. I don't think we're going to be able to resplit this group again, unless we can get these boys off the back. think it is time to just go like 85 on these two. So the breakaway has technically survived, um, which is extremely impressive, as these boys are just gonna have to chill. Well, I don't want them riding. Um, not sure if we got anyone, but I'm gonna tell everyone to keep working. Someone, Vingegaard's caught behind. Um, Ironsman, Tarling, any sprinters. Either way, I'm happy with large numbers of teams losing riders to these groups, and that is why I'll keep riding at least a little bit. Although now I'm going to go into preservation, although the Nazi is not going to be pulling through. I didn't mean to do that. If I've had him doing that the whole time, I apologize severely. He's going to drop a little bit further back. Front group of 29, I'm happy about. Dora is going to stop riding. Um, if this all comes back together, I'm going to be mildly annoyed, but I don't mind if a couple of the groups come back because they're all going to be pretty spent. Is someone else respinning group? No, I think they're just putting tempo down. Vingegaard came back, but he looked hooked. Um, Peloton of 70, um, not overly interested in getting these boys back. If they can stay behind, I'd actually be significantly happier. Um, as we're coming out of the zone, the Navy is looking okay. Hala and Dora are looking rough, but hopefully they can stick in to provide some sort of sprint leader at the end of the stage. Front group of 67, probably getting back up to 70 or 75 by the end. But until then, we're just going to chill out. I'm not interested in this intermediate sprint once again. Let these lads go for it if they wish. It's not going to be our thing. We're going to save everything for that sprint because we don't have the energy to waste going after those points. A 15k to go, I might be tempted to sneak back up towards the front. I'm going to get us all set up and cut back once we're in full flow. And here we go with 9Ks to go. Michael Dora sat on the front for us, but not for too much longer. We're competing with the UAE train of Nils Pollitt. Marco Haller now comes onto the front. We do not have the energy to be wasting going faster than we absolutely have to be with the fewer riders that we have compared to potentially the rest of the peloton. Reno X have left Christoph alone. Gibbons is still there, although are they sprinting for Campenaerts? That wouldn't have been on my bingo card. Hala has to go a little bit faster to keep up. 3 point something K to go. It's not looking particularly great for us. Um, as he goes, Matteo Trentin starts the lead out, starts the sprint with 1.3. Alberto Danesi comes round. Can he get through? Danesi to the line. Christoph or Volscheid? And Alberto Danesi gets a sprint victory at Paris-Nice in the crosswind chaos. No real echelons formed, split the gaps enough to disrupt all the sprint trains, and the perfect lead out from Hala and Trentin gets Alberto Danesi in prime spot to take out a sprint victory at this race. You have got to love to see it as we wait as Alaphilippe decides to attack and close down a gap he doesn't need to care about. But that was pretty good riding from Tudor Pro Cycling there, forcing some splits, equalizing with the other teams. Jumbo Visma did really good getting riders into the sprint, just didn't have what it could, as we're going to watch that sprint back. As you saw last episode, I'm not usually good in the sprints when things go wrong, but nothing went wrong. This is still 23k to go. At 12K is when we started bringing Sora up. We conserved energy amazingly. And then just stayed. Sprinting for Campanarts is never going to be their ideal issue. Haller does a great job keeping us at the front, and then Trentin does absolute perfection in the sprint lead out. Starts just outside 1K. Pedersen starts 2 bar back. Christoph Walscheid and Danesi in a legs race, and Alberto Danesi takes it out. As we go to the results page, does that get us into the jersey? No, it does not. That was wishful thinking, given we haven't been sprinting the intermediates. An amazing stage, and we did, like I said, get the Michael Storer into the mountain jersey. So, to be wearing just the one jersey of the mountain, but we get the stage win, which means we have done and succeeded at Barry Nice for Tudor Pro Cycling. Anything we get from here is an absolute bonus. I am very hyped. Um, but yeah, we love to see it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you at the next stage where we try and do something again, but this time in a team time trial that I do not know how to ride. Um, so we will see how that goes in the next one. See you there.